So yeah, Real Madrid. We talked about Chelsea yesterday. We'll talk about them again in a moment. But what makes them so special?
Real Madrid have your more pace up front, and I would say they're still strong in defence, but not as strong as Chelsea. I mean, up front, obviously, have Ronaldo. You've got Higuain, Kaká, and Benzema, probably some of the best forwards in the world, especially Ronaldo, obviously. So, bundles of pace. If they get behind the Chelsea defence, people like Terry and Luiz won't catch Ronaldo as long as they're you can't pull them back.
Just a bit too heavy. Nice, good, light feet on the forwards of Real Madrid. Of course, you got the same case on the opposite side in blue with Chelsea, with Torres and Drogba leading the pack.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, both sides are attackingly the two best in the game, without a doubt. Here comes Thijs, just starts off very, very slowly in games and just keeps possession, uses the odd skill to showboat, try and tease Lewis to come out and try and get the ball, but Lewis is sticking back. But at the minute, his player's energy will waste down if Ty does choose to just pass it around the back. But here comes Lewis with Zirkov down the wing. Lewis this weekend has chosen to run down the wing and get the crosses in rather than go down the middle. A poor cross there, and that'll be a goal kick to Ty.
I mean, as we begin the early stages of this best of 3 we're playing right now?
I believe that Lewis has to win 4 and Ty has to win 2. That's how we're doing it.
Okay, so best of 3 from Ty's point of view.
Yes,
and then it turns into a best of 7 if Lewis can stage or continue his miraculous run here. Of course, lots of players. You guys had just 34, I think, in the FIFA tournament?
Yeah, around 35.
34, 35. Really good turnout, especially considering that there's another big FIFA event on. £1,500 going to the winner of this, which is a great slush fund.
It's a great incentive for them, definitely. I mean,
but I just wanted to get your opinion on kind of who stood out. And a big shot there by Chelsea, but it's going to go off the keeper and out. Corner now, and that was easily cleared there. What I was just going to ask was kind of who stood out for you, because I've actually seen you watching pretty much every game, which is nice to see. Kind of out of the 35 that were here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lewis started off relatively slow, but coming forward, he has I would say he's got a hell of a lot of luck gone with him this weekend to get to this stage. I mean, he could have easily gone out to Adam earlier in the day and went through on penalties, and obviously earlier he had the 2 late goals, but I mean he's not doing bad, but I think Ty for his first land is definitely doing very, very well. But Ty's definitely he's always been a strong player online, so he should be able to transform that over to offline.
And does Ty normally play as Real Madrid, or does he change it up?
He started off as Chelsea, played all the way through as Chelsea, and in his first game against Adam Winster he got beat as Chelsea, and since then he went to Real Madrid, and now here he is in the grand final.
Good choice to move to Real Madrid, obviously. And foul there, which was a pretty easy call from the ref.
Ty choosing to, I'd say, showboat more than he normally does on the stage, trying to impress the few thousand viewers we have on Justin TV at this current moment in time.
And offside there called. I'm actually amazed at how little offsides you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, problem on this game is that the right back and left back seem to stand a tiny bit further behind than the centre backs, so offsides are quite rare for that reason. But I mean, the AI is quite intelligent in the sense that it won't roam your players miles offside, but at times when you do get offsides, they're either very close or absolutely miles and nowhere in between.
Who plays for Apex out of these two?
That's Lewis plays for Apex.
Lewisorr. That was a question from the chat room there. So Lewis is playing as Chelsea, and currently 0-0 as we head into the 27th minute. And now trying to make a break here is Lewisorr, but it's going to be stopped by one of the Real Madrid defenders. He's going to try on the counter, but possession lost to Chelsea.
Lewis choosing to come down the wing yet again, putting about his third cross in there. Each one of them has been very, very poor, and Tile come out and look to counter quickly. Great advantage of Real Madrid is that there's pure pace they have up front. Most of the players in the stats have over 90 acceleration and sprint speed, so really you can hit teams on the break fantastically. I think he's playing 4-2-3-1, So, I mean, definitely with the wingers you have there in Ronaldo and Higuain, and then Benzema in the middle, you've got the pace there to hit people.
We're actually starting to see it open up a little bit more. Or trying to make a big opportunity. He's going to have one. He's going to score. What a goal. Nice movement. Tight in the box. Lampard is going to be the man with the boot.
Slack defending from Ty there. Let Lewis's wing play get in. Ty was probably expecting the cross there, but he chose to. Lewis chose to come in, and he's got the lead for that, for varying up his play slightly. Patience pays off there. He just kind of waited it out and let Ty determine what he was going to do there, really. Yeah, definitely. He waited to see if he committed himself one way or the other, and Ty definitely did. So he took advantage of his movement down the Ty's movement down the wing to block the cross, and then he cut inside at that point. If you're watching on justin.tv/ECL TV, follow us on Twitter, ECL Pro, or at ECL Pro. And of course, if you want to tweet about us, use the tag #ECL Blackpool. There's the details on the screen right now. You're watching FIFA 11, the grand final between Lewisorr and Ty. Bit of risky pace from Lewis. I was going to say, it's actually too bad that there's kind of FIFA tournaments clashes, because this could have been a pretty epic 64-player tournament had it worked out. Yeah, definitely. It is a shame that two have come around and competed with each other quite so brutally. But I mean, definitely, if they don't clash next time, we could really see 70, 80 people turning up, which would be fantastic. I mean, the community in the UK has been growing, and players are turning up to this tournament from the continent now. Because the UK tournaments are by far the biggest in Europe on the console. So hopefully, 3 months down the line, next ECL, as long as it doesn't clash with anything, could see 80 people easily, maybe more turn up. Which is great for the community. And right now, Ty playing as Real Madrid in the black. Very quick, accurate passing. Oh, and it pays off. Big opportunity. Oh. It's going to hit the back of the net. That was a nice goal. Very quick pass in there. Not much Lewis can really do about that. He should have really dragged the player into that hole. But Lewis was passing so much. If he doesn't have any form of auto switching on, it would have automatically swapped his players round. And again, Ty trying to make use of the pace of Real Madrid. He's going to lob it a bit too far. Mikel's going to pick it up over to Terry. Now Cole's going to try to drive up the flank. And it's going to be halftime, 1 or 2-0 right now, or 1-1. It's gone. I'm getting confused easily here. It's been a long weekend. 1-1. It's a good match so far, and I think I'm surprised that about halfway through that first half. Obviously, we're playing 6 minutes halves here. After about 3 minutes, we did see the game open up. I thought it would have taken a lot longer for kind of the first breaks to happen. I would personally say that these two players here are more of the attacking type than the defending type. So I think we will see, in this final, we'll see lots and lots of goals. I mean, this weekend it's paid off to be more attacking than defensive, but other times it works the other way around. But this weekend, as I say, it's worked out for the attackers. Maluda now, nice pass up front, trying to break away. Lewis going for the cross yet again, gets a corner. Nice defending there by Madrid. It's really funny to see Adebayor's name. Yeah, definitely. It's a strange signing from Mourinho that I wasn't actually expecting him to go to Real Madrid, because obviously they're one of the world's best teams. We were talking about, just kind of the pace and so on, and it's just what a weird player. He doesn't really suit the team, but it gives the team a different aspect with more aerial play. Well, it makes sense. I guess it kind of does open things up for Real Madrid. Gives them more options. Exactly. Definitely, yeah. I mean, on this game, he's a fantastic aerial threat, and with the wingers you've got, you can get behind the wing backs very easily, as long as the ball's through of a high enough standard. Maluda
Ooh.
Lewis definitely putting up a very good fight here, you know, trying to turn around what I wouldn't believe many people think is possible. Just coming into the 60th minute, of course, today we've had endless amount of penalty shootouts. I think Ty's even beaten Dave, who he beat in the winners bracket final, I think it was. He beat him in penalties twice out of 3 games, so I mean, he's definitely got some luck on the penalties today.
With penalties, obviously FIFA 11, because you're controlling the keeper and being able to shoot the ball a lot more accurately, having a lot more control over what you're doing compared to other editions of FIFA. How's that changed the game?
I think it's just made penalties even more potluck than they were previously. They tried to add more skill to it, but I think once people have learned how to do them, it just makes them, you know, it's kind of a 1 in 3 chance of scoring. So it's not improved by any means, but it was definitely a nice attempt by EA. It does make it a bit harder to score at times and place a free kick, but it's still very hard, and it's still just potluck completely. But penalties are, so what can you do?
I like how you're honest about it.
Definitely, yeah.
But I play a lot of FIFA, and I love it. But no matter how much I play, I don't improve at it. I've just kind of got the same level, and people who I play are at a really high level always say, "Oh, you could be a really good player. You just need to do this and that." And I try to take it on board, and I just don't listen. But one of the things that I'm actually pretty good at is penalties. But you're now saying that is just luck, and
I personally think it's just luck. I mean, if you do want to get good at it, it's about, you know, it's not about quantity, it's about quality of games. And great chance from Lewis there, but it's about the quality of the games you play. And I mean, playing better players than yourself is always a great thing to improve on. That's what I used to do on a regular basis. Used to you know, play people on certain sites, and you know, it does help you improve. And picking out what's good in their game and using it in your own is definitely what you need to do. But I mean, fine-tuning those few things to meet perfection is very difficult.
And seeing some changes now, it would have been nice to actually see what he was doing there. I guess we'll find out.
I think Ty's gone on to a 4-2-2, and he's changing around the... He's putting...
Mr. Ozil was going to come on, but now it's going to be Di Maria.
He's bringing Di Maria on. He's bringing more pace on. The Benzema and I think Kaka, who's just taken off, are both relatively tired. Around the 70th minute, they do start to tire and slow down. If you do bring on pace late, you know, the tired defenders can literally get beaten for pace extremely easily.
So smart substitutions then.
Definitely. I'm surprised. I don't think Lewis made any at all, which is quite a shock. I think that's a daft decision from him, and should reconsider it, definitely.
I think we also saw him change his formation there from I don't know what he started off on, but he definitely went to a 4-2-2-2.
Yeah, I think it was 4-2-3-1 originally. I'm not entirely sure.
So what's 4-2-2-2 going to do?
It's going to obviously it's going to give him the extra striker up front. At the same time, it'll the two just behind the strikers. They'll sit in just behind them, and obviously they'll feed off them. So it gives you more opportunities to play over the top through balls with that, and it still gives you a wide threat, but it's more of a narrow formation. So it's looking to go down the middle more than down the wings now. Just
trying to look to break the defence in a different way.
Definitely, I think he thinks that it hasn't been working for him fantastically. Thinking Lewis has been too much in the game. And a fantastic goal from Torres there. It puts Lewis into the lead with 10 minutes to go. He's going to be looking to hold on here. Might be changing to a 4-5-1, which has been often done this weekend. And Ty's using what's known as the kick-off glitch online. Not really a glitch, just an over-the-top through ball. That didn't work for him there. Lewis has gone ultra-defensive. Ty's gone ultra-attacking. So this could just be 11 Chelsea players in the box and 11 Real Madrid players coming up. Well, apart from the keeper, obviously, but even that happens during the end.
One of the chat room questions: who put Lewis into the losers bracket?
I think it was me, Lewis, wasn't it? Yes, I put Lewis into the losers bracket. So yeah, that was me.
I was saying before the game to Lewis that it's terrible when you get put in the losers bracket by someone and then they end up getting beat out later on, and then you end up fighting your way through the losers bracket only to have them already gone by the time you get to the end stages.
Yeah, I didn't really turn up today, to be honest. Bad day. But I mean, Lewis has done well to come back through. He's played some very good players in the in the losers bracket. A lot of because the groups, me and Adam and a few other players didn't perform, so we were meeting top players right in the first round of the winners bracket. So it was all a bit jumbled up from the start, to be honest.
Well, it's tough, especially when you've got 34 players. You're trying to make a really good, solid tournament format. So having the group stages, then going into best of 3 elimination. So trying to get you guys more games, which I think is important because you obviously want to. You're here to play FIFA, also socialize, but at the same time you want to get as many games in. So the brackets in that kind of format, when you have the group stages, are going to get a little skewed. You're going to get a lot of top players in the higher end, especially Adam Winster. Obviously, he lost some games in the group stages, didn't he?
Yeah, he finished 4th in his group.
That's where you go. So, that's the problem.
I mean, it definitely stuff was jumbled up once we got into the